Have you ever scrolled through your newsfeed and felt a strange sense of familiarity, as if you've heard these stories before? What if I told you that many of today's biggest headlines, from technological breakthroughs to global crises, were described with uncanny accuracy in the Bible nearly 2,000 years ago? It might sound unbelievable, but the parallels are striking. Let's look at the evidence together. Watch this. Fact number 1. The global digital economy. In the book of Revelation, chapter 13 describes a future global system where no one can buy or sell unless they have a specific mark. For centuries, this passage was a mystery. How could such a system even be possible? Today, we're not just moving toward a cashless world, we're sprinting towards it. Physical money is rapidly being replaced by digital transactions. Billions of biometric payments using our fingerprints, faces, or even our irises are processed every year. Smart wearables like rings and watches, along with ubiquitous QR codes, have made our ability to transact entirely dependent on technology. This isn't a distant future. For millions, it's the daily reality. Buy and sell. One tap, one scan, one glance at a time. The infrastructure for a system like the one described in Revelation is no longer theoretical. It's being built and adopted worldwide. Fact number 2. Nature's birth pains. In Matthew 24, when his disciples asked about the signs of the end of the age, Jesus used a powerful analogy. He said there would be famines and earthquakes in various places, and that these would be the beginning of birth pains. The key to this metaphor is that birth pains don't just happen once, they increase in both frequency and intensity as the event draws closer. Now look at our headlines. It seems every season brings a new, unprecedented weather event. Record-breaking storms, devastating floods, widespread droughts, and scorching heat waves dominate the news cycle. Scientists and meteorologists report that the frequency and intensity of these events are measurably increasing. The language of birth pains seems to be a fitting description for the escalating climate and geological instability we are witnessing. Does this sound like your newsfeed? Fact number 3. The drying of the Euphrates. The book of Revelation makes another startlingly specific prediction. Chapter 16 states that the great river Euphrates will dry up, preparing the way for armies from the east. For most of history, the mighty Euphrates, a cradle of civilization, seemed inexhaustible. Yet today, due to a combination of climate change, dam construction, and regional water policies, the Euphrates is shrinking at an alarming rate. Water levels have plummeted to historic lows. This isn't just an environmental concern, it's a geopolitical one. And as the waters recede, something else is happening. Ancient archaeological sites and ruins, hidden for millennia, are being revealed. A 2,000-year-old prophecy about a specific river is intersecting with 21st century headlines. Fact number 4. The increase in knowledge. The prophet Daniel, writing over 2,500 years ago, was given a vision of the time of the end. In Daniel 12, he was told that in the last days, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Consider the last century alone. Humanity has gone from horse-drawn carriages to commercial spaceflight. We can cross the globe in hours. The running to and fro has reached a scale Daniel could never have imagined. And the increase in knowledge, the invention of the internet, has placed the sum of human information at our fingertips. We are in the midst of an AI revolution that is doubling our collective knowledge at an exponential rate. This explosion of travel and information, once a cryptic phrase in an ancient text, is now the defining characteristic of our modern world. Fact number 5. Conflicts and rumors of wars. In the same passage in Matthew 24, where he mentioned birth pains, Jesus also said, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." While conflict has always been part of human history, the 20th century introduced warfare on a global scale never seen before. Today, our interconnected world means that a conflict anywhere can have consequences everywhere. We are constantly bombarded with news of geopolitical tensions, proxy wars, and shifting alliances. The rumors of wars are no longer just whispers from a distant land. They are breaking news alerts on our phones, creating a persistent, low-level anxiety across the globe. So what do we do with all this information? A digital economy, escalating natural disasters, a drying river, an explosion of knowledge, and constant global tension. Are these all just a series of unrelated coincidences? Or are they converging signs, a countdown pointing to something significant? The Bible's answer is not one of fear, but of hope. It says that when you begin to see these things happening, you should stand up and look up, because your redemption is drawing near. It frames these events not as a final ending, but as the prelude to a new beginning. The connection between ancient texts and our modern world is a deep and fascinating subject. We've only scratched the surface. If you want to explore more biblical facts that seem to be coming true in our lifetime, follow for more.